What's up guys, this is a video on how to configure your DHCP server. I will be using a Wi-Fi network to configure the server. You can also do it on a LAN if you want. I'll show you that it's working by connecting my own mobile device to it. Currently you can see that I am on another network, WebHub. I'll disconnect from it and I'm using the KDE5 connection editor to make my own hotspot from my laptop. If you want to know how to make your own hotspot, you can see the video that I made on KDE5 connection editor. So you can see that I've already made this shared Wi-Fi. So let me connect to it. I am connected to the shared Wi-Fi network, which is a hotspot from my laptop. Now I'm going to close it, and the first step that you would want to do is to install the DHCP server. I'm going to install DHCP server using this command. Notice that it is not apt-get but apt only. Notice that it is isc-dhcp-server and not DHCP server. isc-dhcp-server was previously DHCP3, so you don't need to get confused on that. You can see that I've already have that server installed, so it is installing it again. Now let me check my IP to move on forward. You can see that my IP is 10.42.0.1. that means my subnet will be 10.42.0.0. Now the configuration file for DHCP is located in etc directory in DHCP folder in dhcp-conf. So let me open the file. You can see that my file is already configured. I am using these settings. I showed you that the subnet is 10.42.0.0. that is this subnet declaration, and the net mask I'm using is 255.255.255.0. the range is what host will be getting. That means the host will be getting 46.2.110. so you can change it frequently to check if your DHCP is working correctly, and it's specifically useful in case of 2 or more servers. The option broadcast address also has to be added. It has .255 at the end. The default lease time is 600 seconds. Maximum lease time is 7,200 seconds. So now let's move on to the next step, which is to start the server. Now we have all this configured, and I'm going to start the server now. To start the server, you have to type this command: sudo systemctl start isc-dhcp-server.service. So I don't really know if the server is running correctly, so I'll check it out by using the status command. You can see that my server is running without any error. I think something happened with my network, so I'll check again. Okay, so I think it's a minor error. I don't think it's gonna hurt us. So now I'm going to actually show you, like it is, I think it's a minor error and nothing much is going to happen with it. So I want to show you if you are getting into much such kind of error, that means if too much of your lines are red, and especially if your server is not active, this will show as failed and not running or dead. So to avoid these errors, you can first of all make sure this thing, the interface variable in this file is set correctly. So let me open the file first. Oh, I forgot to add the GL. So you can see that here this is the file, and at the end I have this variable interfaces, which is set to WLP10S0. Now how do you know this thing is by using the ipconfig command. You can check it like this: ipconfig 10.42.0.1, and the interface that I'm using is this, which is the value for the interface variable. You need to check that this is set correctly. Okay, so I'm gonna close it, and then there is much bigger error, that looks something like this: can't create a PID file. This is due to this line not being written correctly. So let me open the file first. File is this, control C. I'm gonna copy it and I'm going to paste it. I think I didn't close that one, so I'm going to close that. Okay, that look good. Sudo gedit and paste. So you can see that now you want to find this line. Find this line in your own file and check if it's written correctly. This file, this one here, actually what the thing happens is this thing is replaced by a hard-coded path. So you don't want to use the hard-coded path, use the variable dhcpt_pid. And again, to check if this variable is declared, that is, it is not commented out, you have to open this file. Just a minute. Sudo gedit /etc/default/isc-dhcp-server. In this file, the variable is defined dhcpd.pid. You can notice that it is not commented now, and it was initially commented, but I removed the comment and I had to configure the file correctly. Notice that this one is commented, and please make sure that this path is set correctly. Okay, so if your path is not set correctly, your server won't run now. So I'm closing it. I think these were the potential errors that I had faced, so I spent 2 days working on that. Obviously I'm a newbie on that, so that's it. And now you can connect any device to your network. So I'm running the status command again. Status, you can see that my server is running. Now I'm going to connect my mobile device to it. So my device is now connected, and I'm running the status again. So you can see that my device is assigned the IP address of .48, and these were the steps followed. These DHCP requests, if you know much more about this DHCP, you would be able to understand it. Notice that 48 was in my range. I had set the range from 46 to 110, so my server is working correctly. So that's it guys, thanks for watching the video, and I hope that it helped you in some way. Subscribe to my channel and like the video, or comment anything that you didn't like. Thanks.